Hey traders, and welcome to MPS Tips video. My name is Alexander Nikitin. I'm a professional trader and the developer of the MPS pattern recognition software. In today's video, I will talk about the methods of calculation, the stop loss and targets in the newest versions of the MPS, and I will also show you some tips and secrets of how you can use the MPS more effectively. Let us start. As you guys know, the MPS has three versions of stop loss calculations, three types of stop loss calculations. So let's go to the MPS settings. We will use this cipher as an example. So we go to cipher settings. So what are these three versions of stop loss placement? There are pips based, yes, there are fib based, and they are ATR based. So what they mean? They mean this. We know that the cipher pattern's invalidation level is the X point. If price exceeds the X point, it means that the pattern is not valid anymore. It makes no sense to stay in this trade. So it means we should place our stop loss there. But we can allow some buffer, and let's do it. First, if you choose pips, yes, then here in this cipher stop value, you should type the number of pips you allow the price to exceed past X to have this buffer. For example, let's allow the price exceed the X point by 10 pips, no more. If it exceeds by more than 10 pips, let's get out of this trade. So I will type 10, but because I have 5-digit broker, I will add additional 0 here. If you have 4-digit broker, then you type simply 10. So this means 10 pips, and this is pips. Now let's go to our cipher and see what we have. I will try to aim it as precise as possible. So it is exactly 10 pips below X point of the cipher pattern. Let's go to change the 10 pips into 20 pips. Here is the cipher, and here are 20 pips. Okay. I will try to be precise. So it is 20.3, the best that I can measure manually. Okay, 20 pips. Another method of calculation is the Fibonacci based method. Okay, you should use the Fibonacci extension, and you know that the target in ciphers, it is calculated as the extension of the X to C level. Okay, so I will choose the Fibonacci and I will choose the 105 level. It means that I allow price to exceed my X by only 5% of the X to C leg. 5% of X to C leg. And to measure this, I can stretch the fibs from here to here, from X to C, and 105 is exactly where the stop loss is placed. If I go to change this, let's go here, MPS properties, to change the stop loss and place it at 113. This one is another popular stop loss placement. You will see the stop loss is placed at 113 Fibonacci level. Okay. Now let's go to another method of calculating this stop loss as ATR based. So we'll go to properties and we change it from fibs to ATR, and in value we should specify how many ATRs we allow. The ATR is period 30, is one of the commonly used ATRs, and it is calculated from the C point, the last point of the pattern, because the D point is not the point that is taken from the chart. It is the point that is calculated, the point that is projected, that is forecasted, that is drawn in the future. And this is very important difference between the MPS and any other software. The completion point and the reversal point is projected, calculated in the future. This is the best thing you should have. You should look into future. You don't want to know your past. You need to forecast the future. So this is exactly what MPS does. It is forecasting future reversals, predicting future reversals. Okay, using ATRs, and I allow one ATR past X. So if price goes one ATR period 30 past X, then let me get out of this trade. Okay, so this is one ATR, and let me measure that. I will try to be precise. It should be 8 something, 8.6. Okay, one ATR is 8.6. Of course, I can go and type 2 ATRs or whatever level as well. I won't do it right now, but what I will do, I will show you additional method of stop loss calculations. The three methods that I just showed you, they are standard method. They are available in almost all the MPS versions. And the method number 4 is something different. It is a tip. It is a hidden method. Let me place it this way. Okay, so professional traders say that your support or your resistance works if price reverses within the 3 ATR range. So you just measure your 3 ATR range like this. This is your 3 ATR, for example. Let me, okay, type it. And you calculated your support as this, and you say, so if starting from my entry, starting from my completion, and 3 ATR below this, if it won't reverse, let me exit the trade. Majority of professional traders use the 3 ATR method. Some of them use the 3 ATR as the trailing stop calculations, because they know if price reverses by 3 ATR, it is the change of a trend or something of this kind. The 3 ATR is kind of magical number within professional trading sphere. Okay, how you can enable this magical stop loss calculation? You just go to your cipher pattern, and regardless of what type of your stop loss have, Pipsage, Fibonacci or ATRs, if you type -1, this is a secret, you will have your 3 ATR distance, and the 3 ATR distance is 24-25 pips. So this is your 3 ATR, and you see price reverse the 3 ATR, and now it is time to tell you what are these gray numbers. They are your targets, they are your recommended target levels. So your first target is 1-to-1, and your second target is twice larger than your risk, and you also have some halves for your convenience. In this text field, you have the number of your stop loss. The value, it is 25 pips. The half, it is 12.5, and twice, which is 50. So you know where is your second stop loss, take profit, and you know what is the distance of your stop loss. It is the first number here. Okay. Suppose you don't want to use this recommended stop loss and targets levels. You wish to use your own standard Fibonacci levels or whatever. You can get rid of these numbers. You can make MPS not to show you these levels. So you just go to this same cipher, and regardless of what type of stop loss you have, Pipsage, Fibonacci or ATR, if you type -2, yes, nothing will be drawn. You see, no targets, no stop losses, and you can place and calculate them manually, maybe using Fibonacci's, maybe using some other tools, and so on. Okay, now I want to show you some other tip I want to give you some formulas of how you can calculate your targets and stop loss if you wish to always have one-to-one risk-reward ratio. Okay, let's go to use the Excel. It is the simplest way to explain what I mean. And here, let's type it this way. This is your stop loss. This is your completion. And this is your target. Let me make it number format. Let me make it a bit more precise, and let me auto fit the width. Now we have it. Well, suppose you have your stop loss as 105. Yes, you have your completion as 0.786. We will use this cipher example. It is the one that we have on our charts. That's why it will be that very simple. Okay, if you have the stop loss of 105 and completion of 786, so what should be your target of C to D Fibonacci ratio, C to D leg? What should be the ratio of C to D leg to have one-to-one risk to reward? And the formula looks this way. So it equals stop loss divided completion minus 1. And you see that it tells you that the ratio should be 0.33588. Okay, let's go here. Let's enable our Fibonacci 105 with ciphers. Fibonacci 105 stop loss, and it tells me that the take profit should be at this level. Let me stretch Fibonacci. What is this number? It is 35.819. Okay, it coincides exactly with the Fibonacci that I stretched. 31.9, 81.9, yes, 81.9. And you see that this level coincides with my 0.33588. So we'll go to this Fibonacci level, and here I enable that empty level 0.33588, and I will type it there. It is 0.33588. So you see, it is exactly that level, and it coincides with the calculation. 0.33588. It is one-to-one target if you use it to 105. Suppose you wish to use your stop loss as 113. So what should be your target to have one-to-one risk to reward ratio? 113. Let's go to this Excel spreadsheet calculation, and we will type our stop loss as 113. It says that our target should be 0.43766. Okay, let's go to Fibonacci ratios. Let's go to this 0.43766, and I will enable that. Next target. Yes, it is another Fibonacci level, and you see our next target level coincides with our target level. One-to-one. We are risking 20.8 pips, and we're generating 20.8 pips. Okay, and what if you want to do the inverse? For example, you have your completion of 0.786, and you have your target, and you say that your target is standard, your target is conventional, it is 3.2, for example. Yes, so what should be your stop loss? If your completion is 786 and your target is 3.2, what should be your stop loss? To have one-to-one risk-reward ratio. And in this case, the stop loss is calculated a bit differently. So it is your completion multiplied your target plus 1. This is the formula. So it says that your stop loss should go 108.625. Okay, let's go enable 108.625. We'll go to our cipher Fibonacci 108.625. This is our stop loss ratio, and when we have this ratio 108.625, our first target coincides with 3.2. So you can see it. Okay, suppose we wish to have our target as 618. Our calculation says that the stop loss should go to 1.2775. Let's go to the indicator settings. Let's go to 1.2775 Fibonacci extension for the stop loss. Okay, the stop loss goes deeper, of course, and the first target goes to your 618 level. It exactly coincides. It is 1.36112, and it is 1.36112 as well here. Okay, of course I wouldn't use it this way, but what I would like to do, I would use the half as my stop loss and full as my target. 2-to-1 risk reward. It is a very nice calculation. Okay, hope you like these tips. Hope you like this video. If so, give me a thumbs up, share this video on social media as well. I will record more tips about the MPS in the nearest future, and I wish to see you watching them. Good luck, guys.